organizations that helped to bring the civil rights struggle to the front pages of the papers. I've seen this man support every organization on the face of this earth except Adolf Hitler. And I've seen him put his money there. Sammy Davis is just not all gold rings and Rolls Royces. The man, if he ever had a problem financially, it is not because of those rings and cocaine and booze. About 70% of what the man earned, he went into his pocket and handed out to people who could not eat, to people who had no freedom, and this is not just in the United States of America. And
Bill?
What?
This is this is Sally. You have lent a great deal of class to our show, and we are very grateful. Thank you very much on behalf of the audience. Sammy Davis Jr., more of that story. Bill was a wonderful introduction. That and the women he has loved when we return.
Bill, I love you.
Thank you, Bill.
I am what I am. I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me the hook or the ovation.
If you love your pet, watch this. We'll prove that you can keep fleas and ticks off your dog or cat with Hart's Blockade. Fleas are all over this untreated lab dish. We've sprayed the left side of this dish with Hart's Blockade, while the right side remains untreated. Watch how Blockade repels the fleas. They literally jump to the untreated side. Ticks normally want to crawl to the top, as they do in this untreated tube. See how the Blockade-treated cap of this tube repels ticks? They stay at the bottom. Block fleas and ticks from your pet with Hart's Blockade.
Lebemoff Law Offices, a hard-working law firm for hard-working people.
Inside this building, the Constitution of the United States is kept in a vault. It's fitting that a document so well protected offers so much protection. That's because individual rights matter. And protecting your rights as an accident victim is what we're all about.
The Lebemoff Law Offices help people who've been injured in an accident. Call 423-2581.
Child abuse hurts, and all of us have a role in preventing it. We can build a strong neighborhood, lend support to stressed out parents, teach kids to like themselves and to respect their own feelings. And we must report any suspected incident of abuse. Contact Prevention of Child Abuse at 634-9282 to find out how you can help. Please, let the kids in your life know you care.
Upon a star makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you.
Join us for the Children's Miracle Network Telethon. That's right here on 21 Alive, June 2nd and 3rd.
Your pledges will help our kids at Riley Hospital for Children.
With your help, miracles really will come true.
You know what, the most frightening thing is that when you get to be 63, you look at that and you say to yourself, I hope he makes that note. Now, I know it's on tape, and we did the show and everything else, but I'm sitting there going, Mentally, I'm doing that. And I would like to add one other thing. Bill Cosby and his wife, Camille, have been so supportive to me, because I was at about, as they say, do your turnaround, I was at about 150. And in the midst of trying to get rid of everything, all of the negative things in my life. And we were working together, and Bill was there for me, and he was supportive, never dictatorial, and he knew what I was going through, and we never discussed it until I had made the complete 360 on my own. And then he said to me, I'm so proud of you.
But he never lectured.
Never lectured.
We talked about a man of excesses. We said drugs.
Yeah.
There were a lot of chicks sitting around doing things.
There were a lot of women.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are a man. You are a man of the 90s. I just got corrected by a liberated male.
Hello.
There were a time when there was a porno movie house and you rented movies for your friends to see. There was a lot of jewelry, a lot of booze, drugs, things like that, even Satanism for a while.
Yes.
Why the fascination with that?
Because it was there, which sounds very much like, why do you climb Everest? And they said, because it's there, you know. I got involved with a group of my friends. And it was just really in those days, when I'm talking about late 60s, it was an excuse to get some more chicks, to do some more drugs.
They were fascinated by it.
And, hey, man, you had a covenant. Hey, let's go, we'll party. Instead of saying party, hey, we're having a meeting tonight, you know, ba-dum, ba-dum. That's what it was about. It wasn't really into the circumstances of what today's Satanism means. And there are 3 steps. When the second step came, and I realized that was a commitment, and what the commitment meant, I said, nay, 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 because the fun and games was over with, and it was going into another sphere. I have great respect for things that I don't know about.
And that's why. I want to talk about women.
Yes.
I want to go right down the line. I want to ask you,
You mean everyone?
We only have 1 hour.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sally. I never hit on you, though.
No.
Never hit on you. And we've been friends for a long time, right?
I read your book. Was there really a romance with Kim Novak?
Yes, there was.
There was. Okay, I couldn't figure that out from the book.
It is not. And
You're such a gentleman that you didn't say we slept together. You just said we saw each other.
I don't think that to go into minute detail...
I think you're right.
...is important. I think the fact, romance, yes, because I was enamored with her, and I was probably one of the luckiest men in the world that she took time to spend with me. I don't think you have to go into, hey, we had this, we had that, and we did this, and I was good that night, and she was bad that night. No, I don't think... No, I'm jokingly saying that now. But I think that there is a respect that you pay to ladies who were nice enough to take you into their confidence and to embrace you with their friendship, romantic or otherwise. I respect our friendship. Do you understand me? Perfect. I respect it to such a degree. I wish you really knew how much. I wish I could show you without being gregarious, without being, flashy with that. It's the same sort of affection I feel for Liza. I have an affection for Liza Minnelli that I'd walk through a wall if I could for her. And it transcends men, women. It's called love. The fact that you're a man and she is attractive and she's talented, more talented than anyone could ever hope to be. And that the fact that, or also in spite of the fact that I knew her mother, and her mother was a dear, dear friend, I respect that lady. And I love that lady, and there's nothing that I wouldn't do for her. There is nothing in the world that you could ask me to do. And I'm not playing because, you know.
No, I know. Because I feel the same way.
And I know that. But that don't mean...
that's understood.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
on a
and you don't
one-to-one.
have to write it out. Let me go with the first marriage.
Yes. You mean to Lorraine.
Yeah, why did you marry Lorraine?
It was a grand gesture. No, because I thought that Kim would get hurt, because now it was out in the open about she and I.
He was dating a white woman, Lorraine was black.
Yes.
One way to get rid of all that gossip
was to get married.
And you're in your cups one night, and you propose, and she says yes.
Yes.
And you're married.
And we're married.
I would like to roll some tape for the director. This is my Brit and Sammy's wedding. Would you talk about this as you're watching it?
Oh, that's a very special lady. That's the mother of my children. She is a very, very special lady. And that was a very special time in my life. I wish I had the, as we say in my religion, the sechel to know what I know now, because she gave me such happiness, and I was not able to deal with it because I had show business dead center in my mind to be the have-all, be-all. And I was able, for whatever the reasons were, and they were certainly negative, to ignore her needs, my children's needs, and to go on with my own personal needs. And that's what this business, or any business that becomes so self-consuming. You consume yourself. It's like, what's that thing that they say about eating? It eats from within until it devours you. And that's what I was going through at the time.
That was part of the excess.
Yes.
And then another lady came along. I wanted you to comment on her.
Oh, that's Altavis. 19 years we've been married. And it has been the most revealing, the most rewarding, the most satisfying. That was our second marriage. 7 years.
Who's the man in the middle?
The man in the middle is Jesse Jackson. He's one of my dearest friends. He married us, and he remarried us. And Altavis has been, it is, I'm trying to phrase this so that no one gets the wrong impression. No, just let me say it. It's a bitch to be married for 5 years and fall in love with your wife.
What was in the beginning?
Attraction. I would say from 5 to 6 years, the love affair began after we were married.
And today there's news.
Yes, we adopted we've got the adoption for an 11-year-old boy. We adopted him. He is now fully ensconced in California. He will be going to school in California. He's from back east. And he was his family was who went through tremendous things and all kind of traumatic things in terms of his mother and father. We're very close to Altavis, my in-laws. So I've known him over a period of years. And I said, he's bright and he's wonderful. And I like this young man. I wonder if we can adopt him, you know. And Altavis had always been saying it, but she wanted to get a smaller baby in the house, you know. She wanted to adopt. And I said, I don't think that at the age of, in the 60s, you know, that I could deal with, frankly, I could deal with a small baby in the house, you know. And finally, it so happened, fate so deemed it, that Manny's mother, who's a single mother now, going through all kinds of problems, everything worked out, and now the Los Angeles Adoption Agency has given us an okay, so he's with us now.
You know what? You're younger than springtime. When we return, Sammy's struggle, more of it.
once in my life. I won't let sorrow hurt me, not like it hurt me before. I found me someone I know won't desert me. I won't.
It feels good. Buff Puff Daily Cleanser invites your skin to a 30-second revival. It's a clean new feeling that'll awaken softer, fresher skin. Because only Daily Cleanser has something special inside. Gentle micro-bead capsules filled with precious moisturizer to leave your skin radiantly soft. Buff Puff Daily Cleanser. It feels good. The daily revival for your skin.
Joanna, can you imagine a window that needs no storm window?
Imagine it. I'd love it. Storm windows are a pain. They're always open when they should be closed, like when your air conditioner is running, or they're always closed when they should be open, like when you need a little fresh air.
And storm windows look terrible, yet people keep buying storm windows because they think they'll keep out the cold. Forget it. With this window, you don't need storm windows.
The secret is the insulated glass. 2 panes of glass with a wide dead air space.
Based on tests by the University of Illinois, double-pane windows cut heat loss in half.
But here's something even better. To our double glass window, we added a 3rd pane, a special kind of high-performance glass. This is not ordinary triple glass. It's 36% more effective than the most popular competitive window sold.
This window will stop 73% of the heat you're now losing through single glass windows.
Now hear this great news. Today you can have free high-performance triple glass. Call our free 800 number and we'll send you a certificate good for triple glass windows at the double glass cost. You'll get that 3rd special pane of glass free of charge. Free high-performance triple glass.
Think how much that will save over the years, and it's yours free today.
Let us send you our complete packet of information outlining all the benefits of owning these wonderful windows.
You'll receive this informative booklet showing all our styles of windows and doors, plus news of our guaranteed fuel savings and our lifetime warranty.
We'll include more details with photographs comparing our window with other nationally advertised windows.
A special money-saving offer from ASI, and a certificate for a valuable free offer simply for calling us right now.
It's all free, and it comes to you with no obligation in the mail. Put an end to your window problems with 1 free phone call. Just dial our free 800 number now.
Nope. Hello. Hi, Sammy. I just was wondering, who's your favorite entertainer to watch or to see? Or
Darling, I love all of the entertainers. I really do. I love, there's so many of the new people that I watch. A lot of the rap kids I watch. I don't understand a lot of it, but I watch them. But I go along with Michael, I love, of course, Michael Jackson, James Brown, you know. But, of course, I tend to lean toward the people that are still around who are my contemporaries. I would be dishonest if I said otherwise, because, you know, and it's a joy to watch Frank when he's cooking. You know. Yeah, my man.
Hi, first, Sammy, I'd like to say thank you for coming to Connecticut to Sally's show. And I saw a film the beginning of this year called Tap.
Yes.
That I hope everybody saw, which was the most excellent film I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Okay. And what I wanted to ask you was, how did you feel, aside from the character that you played in the film, to yourself? How did you relate to that character?
Well, the character was based upon 2 people, my father and Gregory's father. And I've made a combination of the 2. And to play somebody in the 70s was a joy, because it was a long time. It took me, mentally, a long time to get to the point that I could say, hey, I'm 63. I can play let me go for character parts. Because, you know, I was still on that ego trip saying, hey, I can stretch 45, you know. And who cares, you know? But what I'm saying to you is, the last time I had that much fun on a film was when Frank, Dean, Peter, myself, all of us did Ocean's 11.
Greg.
Since that time to this. Oh,
Greg.
It was joyous. And while we're on the subject, Gregory Hines is probably the man that I would, if there is a baton that I could hand as a runner hands another person, he would get my personal baton, because he's the man to take whatever I've created and contributed to this business. He'll take it to the next level.
Hi, Sammy. I'm just so honored to be here with you.
Thank you.
I just would, number one, would like to tell you, if you ever want to adopt somebody else, I'm available. And number two, I just want to know how you started your Jewish background.
Darling, when I lost my eye in '54, two friends of mine, I still have the scar here and here. It's very prominent on this one. They put a Star of David in my hand before I went. I was unconscious at the time. And I grabbed it like this, and they could not, the doctors could not get it, my fingers open. And it embedded itself, so that when, after the operation, and the doctor removed my eye and everything else, and I was bandaged, I still held it like this for 3 or 4 days after the operation. When they removed the bandage, I said, and I opened up my hand like this. My hand was open, and I said, what is that? And the doctor said, well, only last night did you open up your hand. And in my hand was Star of David. It had embedded itself. And from that, since I was neuter religiously, I said, there must be, the man upstairs is trying to tell me something, you know.
Sammy,
So that's when I started
Sammy is black, Sammy is Jewish, and I would be remiss if I didn't say his mother was Puerto Rican. We'll
Yes.
take a break. We'll be right back.
Take it from me, DC. At Drug Castle, we discount everything, every day and night. Look at these everyday savings.
This week, get 24 packs of any Pepsi product, only $4.99 with coupon. And for Memorial Day, Memories get 50 cents off our everyday low price on any size of Fujifilm.
Drug Castle, where you save every day with deep discount. Woo. So shop Drug Castle first, where every day is sale day.
Patterson Furniture in Wilkettville is having their 9th anniversary, and they want you to help them celebrate. Now through the end of May, you can stop in and take advantage of special prices on furniture for your home. Find great savings on Lazy Boy recliners and sofas, dining tables and chairs, and many other items. Easy payment plans are available, and delivery is free. Patterson Furniture's 9th anniversary sale at Patterson Furniture in Wilkettville, just a few minutes north of Fort Wayne on State Road 9.
Affordable quality means Patterson Furniture.
When you get in your car, the last thing you expect is to be injured in an accident. But if it happens to you or a loved one, you're going to need fast answers and some good advice. I'm Doug Llewellyn for the law firm of Balkin & Doran. Call them anytime. They want to represent you not just because they care about your rights today, but because they're concerned about the quality of your life tomorrow. Get help from the law firm that's been through it before. Call 1-800-INJURED now.
I want you to listen to me. I want you to cross at the corner and look both ways when you're running out there in the street. Because people today, they drive crazy and they will run right over you. And I don't want anything to happen to you because Daddy and I love you very much.
Today, the streets are even more dangerous than you think.
You like flying? I got something that'll really make you fly.
So talk to your kids about drugs, or somebody else will.
I tell you, one thing that makes me angry is Billy Crystal doing an impression of me. You didn't expect that, did you?
No. Do you mean it?
Yes, I do.
Why are you angry with Billy Crystal?
Because he's doing me 20 years ago. He's not doing me now.
What's different?
Oh, all of the theatricality, most of it is gone. That's the whole thing about, hey, baby, peace and love, right on, Jim, and all that.
9 years ago, 5 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You want to add anything to that clip? I've kept it.
Oh, no. I don't want to add anything to it because Billy and his wife came to the house one night, and Billy saw that. And he went, you mean you don't like what I do? I thought I was doing that. You know, I'm only having fun. And he is a talented young man, and he is a man who has sensitivities. And I couldn't be happier for the success of his new film.
You know, as somebody who cares a lot about family, we talked about Manny.
Yeah.
And Manny comes to Sammy's house.
Yeah.
Tell me about the other 3 children.
Tracy, my daughter Tracy, which was truly the union of Mai and I, our own issue, as it were. She's in advertising in Los Angeles. The oldest boy, Mark, who was adopted. We have 2 adopted boys before Manny. Mai and I adopted 2 kids. And Mark was one of them. He's second in charge of the health club at Caesar's Palace in Lake Tahoe. Jeff, my youngest boy, Jeff, Mark, and Mai have a video store in Lake Tahoe, which is kind of wild and kind of nice, and I'm a silent partner.
Hand in the till?
No.
Never.
Great. I would like, first of all, good morning. I would
morning.
like to ask a question concerning drugs, which
Yes.
have plagued various communities. At what point did you realize enough was enough, and what measures did you go through to get off, and what advice would you have for other kids today?
The advice is quite simple, and I thank you for asking me the question. It don't solve no problems, man. If I thought that taking a hit off cocaine or smoking a joint would solve the problems of a young person or an older person, I would say, hey, man, do it, and freedom and all of that. It is too dangerous to mess with, and you have no control over it. And cocaine, particularly in this day and age, you do not know the quality of what you would have, so that if one person would take a hit 10 years ago, today that same person puts a thing in a pipe and smokes it, he can die. Mm-hmm. He can die. I don't think it does our society any good. I don't think that drugs do our young people any good, because any of the problems that I'm speaking from a personal point of view that I had, all of my inadequacies, all of my fears, my frustrations, when I got off, even with booze and the combination of booze and drugs, when I woke up the next morning, those problems were still there, and I had to face them. So you better learn to face them being straight so that you can deal with them, or at least be able to be in a position so you can say, help me, I need some support.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
We're gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. If we can make it there, we'll make it anywhere.
Hey, guys.
The jobs of tomorrow are here, thousands of them, waiting to be filled. But you have to know the fields they're in, and you have to have what it takes to master those fields. Because you can't get the jobs of tomorrow until you get the skills of today. Start by calling ITT Technical Institute. We'll send your copy of 10 Things Every High School Graduate Should Know About Today's Job Market. Call 1-800-942-0077.
Ladies, start your engines. Because Kroger's everyday low prices are shifting into high gear for more savings and better value.
Chesty potato chips, 15-ounce package, $1.99. Kodak film, 3-roll pack, $9.69. Eckrich Meat Franks, 1-pound package, $1.69.
This Memorial Day, Big Sur Waterbeds encourages you to take time out to honor America, to remember the men and women who have served their country in the defense of freedom. Now through Memorial Day, stop by Big Sur for your free miniature American flag. You'll find Big Sur's everyday low prices are lower than our competitor sale prices. We guarantee it. Plus, veterans receive an additional 10% off any waterbed price. Big Sur Waterbeds, open Memorial Day till 7.
He's hurt.
Who's he belong to?
He has a tag.
It says Animal Control. The number's 427-1244.
What saved this dog's life was the tag he was wearing. Get your dog or cat license with the Department of Animal Control. They'll keep a record of your pet, like who's his vet, place of residence, all the necessary information to help save your pet's life. And the cost of the license can't be beat. Should your pet ever get lost or injured, the Department of Animal Control can bring him home to you.
My kids are going to love it when I go back to see it. Thank you. Well, did I make it happen?
It's not every audience where we rehearse them for a time step.
Sorry. First, I want to say it really is true. You are a living legend. And the other thing I want to ask you is, what are your future plans in terms of entertainment? And is there anything that you haven't done that you still want to do?
Let's start with that question. What haven't you done, Mr. Davis?
The only thing that I'd like to do is take some of the 60 years that I've spent in show business and give some of that show business acumen to young people. And I can only do that if I produce, direct, or do something where I can be an umbrella and oversee. I wish I had been a part of Black and Blue, for instance. That's now on Broadway, because it is a magnificent show. But to have gone in, and I know had I not been inundated with dates I had to play, Henry Latang or the other producers would have come to me, as friends have come to me. Anne Margaret has come to me on a couple of occasions. Liza, a few other people have come and said, hey, come and watch the act. Let me find out, what do you think? Gregory said it to me, Gregory Hines. That's what I'd like to do. And eventually, that's what I'm going to do, good man upstairs willing, you know, good Lord willing.
Sammy?
Creek don't run dry.
I'd like to welcome you to Wallingford a little bit in advance. And I had the pleasure of watching you on Showtime. I was wondering if you'd do your Michael Jackson impression for us all.
No, I think that doing the Michael Jackson impression within the confines of the show is one thing, but if you take it out of context, it may be...
We'll save you, Sammy. We'll save you.
Hi, I have a question. This is a little bit off base, but I heard that you were starting a company with foods, including mustard.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I have a food company, which I must say that Frank copied.
His pasta sauce.
He wouldn't let me have the food thing by myself, but we got the first thing. It's SDJ Foods, and in that food package, the first 3 things that have been out is a barbecue sauce called Basin Street Barbecue Sauce, a chili mix, and we have a mustard which is delicious, and it's called Sammy's Mean Mustard.
Take a break. We'll be right back.
But it's not hot.
rock-a-bye your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a little tune from the heart of Dixie.
And you say that crater,
right along that meaning easy line.
and swing it from Virginia to Tennessee with all the love that's in ya.
Tonight, a whole new kind of taste. Ragu fresh Italian pasta sauce.
How fresh can it taste?
Now that tastes fresh. Ragu fresh Italian, cooked with more crushed tomatoes for more fresh tomato taste.
Uncle Charlie hasn't thought about his dentures all day, because he thought about Orifix this morning.
Orifix 'em. That'll fix 'em.
Orifix has extra hold to hold dentures tight day and night. Orifix 'em. That'll fix 'em.
A wart makes it difficult to express yourself with your hands.
Clear Away Wart Remover removes warts faster than Compound W liquid. Our medicated disc dissolves the wart, while the cover-up disc conceals it. Clear Away from Dr. Scholl's conceals as it heals.
Psychic Mickey Dane has predicted major world events and happenings. Now, she predicts for you
I've got the answer. Call Matt.
your daily personalized horoscope in one simple phone call. Love, money, health. What kind of day will this be? Call Mickey now and find out. Everything you need to know according to the stars. What can you expect today? Find out. Call Mickey now.
Do you understand your legal rights?
Without an attorney, living through a lawsuit can be tougher than living through the accident itself. Accident victims have a lot of things to worry about. But with Sweeney, Piper, and Blackburn, getting a fair settlement isn't one of them. If you've been hurt in a personal injury accident, call us now for a free consultation. And remember, there is no attorney fee unless we make a recovery for you.
A message from the law office of Sweeney, Piper, and Blackburn.
I'm going to hold you to one sentence. When I was 40, I
didn't hear the beginning of that, Sally.
I'm going to hold you to one sentence on each decade.
Yes.
When I was 40, I
thought I owned the world.
When I was 50, I
Wanted to go into a hospital.
When I was 60,
It was the best.
Sammy, I just want to say I'm thrilled to be here.
Thank you.
But I would like to ask you, could you share with us your support in staying away from drugs and alcohol?
The support is that I think I like myself. I think that most people who get involved in drugs, you must remember in the 60s, when I got involved, it was, as I said earlier, it was a chic sort of social thing to do. And everybody was doing it. And I'm not talking about show business people. I'm talking about lawyers, doctors, everybody was into it. And that went along with free love and a lot of other things that we find today just don't work for our society. But I can only say to you, and again, not in a preach way, but just for myself, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth none of it. Because, first of all, you get busted. That's embarrassing, you know. But more importantly, the hurt that it brings to your family in terms of, because most families don't know how to deal with kids who are involved in drugs. When I had to quit drugs, I did it without the aid of the Betty Ford Center, because there was no Betty Ford Center. And I wouldn't let anybody, my ego said to me, you can't let anybody know that you were involved with this. So I had to do it quietly, cold turkey with my friends and family support system. But it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. None of it's worth it. That's all I can say. You know.
Question?
Sammy, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
No one knows how hard it is to become a sober person, you know?
Yes.
I remember you in Salt and Pepper.
Yes.
I wish you'd come back as a true, honest little detective out there. And if you ever become a producer, you get yourself into a show like that.
Thank you.
That would be real great.
If I could talk Aaron Spelling into doing it. No, because he did the first show about a black detective, and we did it some almost 30 years ago. It was called The Pigeon. And we did it for ABC, and it was a delight. And we broke a lot of ground with it, and I would love to come back with that same character, but 30 years later.
Without a gray hair. Take a break.
These are some of the frozen foods you'll find at Cub Foods. Because we buy in volume, we can give you lower overall prices. In fact, our prices are so low, they'll blow you away. Cub Foods.
You can find practically everything you need in baby products right at Cub Foods. And because we buy in volume, you know we won't. So cute. Shop Cub for lower overall prices. Cub Foods.
Can you imagine a world without color? We can. We're Valspar, the paint people. At your local Valspar dealer, we know you want just the right color. We can help you with the widest selection of colors available today. And computer color matching is available at some Valspar dealers. Bring in the color you want, and CompuMatch will match it quickly and accurately. Available at Decorator Supply in Quimby Village, Juergens Do-It Center in Huntington, and Broadview Lumber in Auburn.
Violence and protests sweeping the Mideast today. It's all in the wake of point-blank shootings of Arab laborers on Sunday. We'll have more at noon. Hello, I'm Victor Locke. Also coming up today, a pilot curbside recycling program kicks off in 3 Fort Wayne neighborhoods this week. We'll tell you about the program and how residents feel about mandatory recycling. Governor Evan Bayh comes to Fort Wayne today. He'll be celebrating a birthday, the birthday of Head Start, a program its organizers say is underutilized. And dry weather's in our forecast. Jeff Gilbert has details. It's all at noon from the 21 Alive newsroom.
You see and hear us every day on Fort Wayne radio and
television. We bring you news, weather, sports, and entertainment.
We sometimes have different views on things, but there's one thing we all
agree on. We want all high school students to participate in Operation Prom Graduation. Now, all you need to do is
sign your pledge card saying you won't drink and drive.
In return, you get discounts at several stores.
Operation Prom Graduation can save you bucks and save your life.
We're one voice because broadcasters care.
For a transcript of this program, send $3 to Transcripts, Sally Jesse Raphael, 267 Broadway, New York, New York, 10007, or call 212-227-READ. Sammy's new autobiography is called Why Me, and we would like to thank Showtime and Home Box Office for the use of the Sammy Davis Jr. performance tape. Yeah. Now, on behalf of these people and some other people out there in the audience, all we want is 60 more years.
Some members of our audience will receive, and a promotional fee has been provided by...
Put the muscle of Roffler's complete line of hair care products to work for you and experience healthy hair that performs. Roffler, available at your local salon.
Palmolive dishwashing liquid, original or lemon lime, softens hands while you do dishes.
For protection from the sun's harmful rays, try Vaseline Intensive Care Moisturizing Sunscreen, the sun protection that moisturizes. SPFs from 2 to 25 plus.
Okay. Just once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment, one wonderful moment, when fate takes his hand. Well, this is my moment, my once in a lifetime. a new and exciting land. For once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant.
When you want a complete look at the day's latest news and weather, turn to Jane Hersham and Jeff Gilbert from the 21 Live newsroom at noon. Nobody does it better. Joan Rivers is next.
Thanks for this is my moment. My destiny's called me. And though it may be just once in my lifetime, I wanna do great things. Thank you.